Hey, my friends, you got this green folder in your take-home packet. It was that big, I shouldn't even call it a packet. It was that big bag. And in there was this green folder. If you open up your folder, you can keep everything in here until I tell you to take it out. There's a math side and a reading side. And in those pockets, you'll find certain packets. You'll have an alphabet packet and you'll have a number packet. These are packets you're going to be using on your asynchronous days. You won't have to do them when you're with me all day. So you'll work over them 2 times a week, 2 days, a couple pages each day, and eventually you'll finish up the packet. There's also another thing, but this isn't a packet, it's a booklet. It says handwriting on the front, and you can put your name down here. It'll have your class number, but you can put your name on the cover. Mine says Miss Remitz. In this video, I'm going to be showing you our reading packets, so the handwriting and the alphabet packet, and I'll show you which pages to do, how to do it, and every day that you have your packet for homework, I'll tell you which pages to do, or I'll show you a quick little video of it. All right, let's go. Okay, my friends, this is our first little booklet, our handwriting booklet. And in here, it's going to help you work on your writing. Because you're doing school on the computer, you'll get really good at typing. And I'll talk about that in another video. But we still need to make sure that you're practicing your handwriting, making sure your lines are straight or curved when they need to be, making sure your letters and numbers go the right way, and making sure you know the difference between uppercase and lowercase. So that's what we'll be working on. On your asynchronous days, the first and the second one, you'll be doing a couple pages in your book. So for the first day, to get to know this book, we're going to do the starting pages, which is really just an intro to the book. Now, make sure you do your handwriting in a pencil. Now, because the pencil doesn't show up in the camera, I'm going to use my blue pen. But you should be using nothing but a pencil. That way, if you make a mistake, you can go ahead and erase it. This isn't a coloring book, it's a handwriting book. It starts off asking you which hand you write with. You can put your hands down on the book, and whichever one you use to hold your pencil, that's the one that you write with. So it says here, color the hand you use to write. This is the only time that you can go and get something that colors. If you use marker, though, it will bleed through. So I'm using a highlighter. If you have crayons or color pencils, you can use those. Or if you don't want to be fancy, just use your pencil. This is my right hand. R-I-G-H-T, right. If you use this hand, that is your L-E-F-T, left. And on most of these pages, it asks you to write your name, so that you can get really good at that. Remember, names start with capital letters. M-A-D-E-L-I-N-E. That's my real name, Madeline. And my last name is R-E-M-E-T-Z. Remitz. Madeline Remitz. I wrote my whole name there. The next page asks you to focus on left and right. So this one you can color again. Color the left mitten red. So see here, there's red, blue, green, and yellow. In this case, you're going to need color pencils or crayons or even markers. If you don't have them, that's really okay if you just want to use your pencil. Let's say I don't have the coloring with me. So I'll just color these with my pencil. Color the left mitten. Uh-oh, I almost did the wrong one. So left is making an L. Left is making an L. See there? The left glove. Oop. So now we have to do this one again. Here we have the right mid in blue. Oh, I do have a blue pen, so I might as well color that blue. This is fun. It's kind of like art class, but with handwriting. And then yellow. Oh, I have a yellow highlighter, so I can color that yellow. The right glove yellow. I like this because it shows you the difference between a mitten and a glove. Now, it's totally okay if you're not doing this along with me. I'm just showing you the pages you need to do and how to do them. You'll finish the pages when it's your time to do this on your own. These are little guidelines. It asks you to look at the type of letters. So there's the headline where the line stops, the midline where lowercase lines tend to curve or they have their lines through them, and the baseline is for any letters like G or P or Q or J that might drop down. Which letter is tall? Circle it. So you have to circle the tall letter, the one that touches right up here. So if you find a letter that touches this top line, go ahead and circle that. But in here, whichever letter is short, which means it touches this middle line and doesn't go above it, that's the one you'll work on. Which letter goes below the baseline? Ooh, do you see any that drop down like they're going swimming underwater? In that case, circle that letter. This one's helping you to see the different types of letters, uppercase, lowercase, and it'll always ask you to write your name. But you can see here, we have the lines, so we have to really focus. And it's helping me focus on my tall letters and my letters that meet the midline. I don't have any that go below the baseline. Do you? So you've done the first main page, which is both sides. So we have one piece of paper. Now we're doing 2 pieces of paper. And you're going to continue on. The tall letters, short letters, and letters that go below the baseline. And you'll continue to practice your name. So you're practicing left and right, tall, short, and baseline letters. And then you'll do uppercase and lowercase and be done for today. So you're only doing 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages. Sure, you're doing both sides, but circle the uppercase letter that begins your name. Ooh, begins your name. Mine's M, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Circle it, found it. And then you're going to get to practice writing your letter. M, M, M. See how I'm practicing writing my uppercase? You can take your time, and you don't have to fit a million M's. Don't just draw or whatever letter you have. Space it out so you can keep practicing it, and make sure you practice writing your name. To finish off, and I know it may seem like a lot, but it won't take you much time, you're finding the lowercase letters in your name, all of them. M, A, D, E, L, I, N, and then E again. So I'm going to circle E twice. Can you imagine if your whole name was just E's? Then that would be really easy for you. Easy. Trace and circle the numeral that tells your age. Oh, that's not fair. Mine's 24. So here, watch what I'm going to do. 2, 4. And I wrote 24. Hopefully your age actually fits on this line. My friends, these are the first 1, 2, 3 pages. You're doing both sides of them. And that'll just get you started on your handwriting. Tomorrow, you'll be practicing the types of lines, like straight lines or diagonal lines, circled lines. You'll be practicing those. But until then, just get your beginning part of your book started. And we'll talk about our ABC packet next. Well, we went ahead and looked at our handwriting booklet, and now we'll look at our alphabet packet. This was in the right side of your folder with all of your other ABC charts and letter charts. Anything that has to do with reading and writing. It says the letter and a word that that letter starts with. So A is for alligator. Alligator starts with an A, and that's why they chose it. If you want, you can go ahead and color your picture. So I would want green for that. While you're coloring it, maybe think of what are some other letters or words, I should say, that have the letter A starting it. Can you think of any? Maybe does your name begin with an A? Does your last name begin with an A? Who do we have? I know Declan Ahern, right? So Declan's last name begins with an A, so he has to be really good at writing the letter A. If your name was Alex, you'd have to be really good at it, or Amelia. So in order to practice writing the letter, you take your pencil, though remember I have to write with a pen because it won't show up. And first you trace the letter, capital, lowercase, and then you can practice writing it on your own. A, upper, lower, A, upper, lower. And you can keep practicing this. And if you think you need a little more practice, eventually you'll probably get here in your handwriting booklet, or you can take a random sheet of paper or go on the back and try practicing your letters that way. Lastly, it asks you to cut and paste the word that begins with the letter A. Look down here. Do you see any words that begin with it? Maybe you're reading the word, or maybe you're looking at the picture. You're going to go ahead and cut those out. And when you do, then you're going to go ahead and glue it. So you have to have a glue stick for this. If you don't, you can use tape. There we go. You're going to pick the ones that do begin with A. If it doesn't begin with A, you can get rid of it. So look at bird and ant. Which one begins with an A? Did you say ant? If you did, you got it right. You will cut out ant and glue it in one of these boxes. It's kind of like a hint. It tells you that there's 3 words. Eventually, you're going to be moving through this alphabet. You'll go to B all the way to Z. Every day that you're doing asynchronous learning, you'll do 2 letters. So if today's the first day, you should be doing A and B. Right, you'll be doing 2 letters. I'm not telling you to go from A to Z, B to Y, C to X. No, silly, you're going in order of the alphabet. So A and B. Tomorrow you'll do C and D. Next week, E and F, and all the way until you get to Y and Z. So when you're doing this, make sure you have your scissors and your glue ready to go. Well, my 4B friends, that is how you use your handwriting booklet and your alphabet packet. Today, you're just going to do the few pages of your handwriting packet and the first 2 letters, A and B, of your alphabet packet. Go ahead and work on those, and always make sure to keep checking out Epic and doing your reading on there. If this is your other day, like a Tuesday or a Thursday for your reading time, you're going to be doing Typing Tuesday or Typing Thursday, where while you're practicing your handwriting, you'll also get a day to practice your typing. I'll show you another video on where to find your typing there. See ya!